The reason why we would edit the details of the company code is because if you see over here, a company code is RYC1, and the company name and the name of our company for which we are working on the project is Roy C Group of Companies. But over here, it's IDESAG. So just to avoid this confusion, we will double click this company code, click enter, select the line item like this, click details, and just copy and paste or update the company name, the right company name over here, and give the address. These details will be available with you from the client itself. So click on address over here. This is the address icon, and same, delete, delete, delete. This is the company code. So this cars, it should be cars over here. Let's say I give it car. So you can find out by using this search term as car. Okay. I give the city over here as Denmark. Enter, save, save it. The next org level that we need to define or to create in simple English is the plant. So what is a plant? We have already seen that. I've already told you what's a plant. Now, let me just go back to the standard SAP screen by /n in the command bar and show the menu path. That means the SPRO path to define or create a plant. Go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, definition, logistics general, define, copy, delete, check plant. Just click on this node that says define, copy, delete, check plant. Or else you can use the T code that is OX10. Click on new entries over here. Let's say, for example, this plant is car manufacturing plant. But there would be many car manufacturing plants in SAP. So how the system will identify which is the right one? So for that, again, we have to assign or we have to set up a 4-digit alphanumeric key. Let's say, for example, it would be RCM1. Give it over here. Car manufacturing, car manufacturing. Click on the address button over here. Title, company, company name, Roy Group of Companies. Here, car manufacturing. Search term. System will search by this term. Over here, address, you can give it ABC Street for practice now. The real time you'll have it with you. Denmark, postal code, country. Now if you see over here in this field called country, there is a check mark and a square. That means this is an important field. It's a mandatory field. So if you hit enter, there's a thumb rule in SAP that after each and every data entry step, you have to hit enter. And the cursor will blink in the field which is mandatory. For example, see this, enter. And hit enter. See this. It will blink in this field. Select this as my country, enter. Now, over here, we have something called factory calendar. In the real time, this is maintained by the HR consultants. Right now, for practice purpose, we'll select the factory calendar as 01, which means factory calendar German standard. Enter. Save. Again, save, save, continue. So, plant has been defined. Next is the storage location. Now, let me show you the menu path first of all to define or to create the storage location. Go back to standard SAP by /n. Again, SPRO stands for SAP Project Reference Object, then SAP Reference IMG. IMG means Implementation Guide. Enterprise Structure, Definition. This time, click on Materials Management and Maintain Storage Location. Click on this node that says Maintain Storage Location. Now, the T code that we can use to maintain the storage location, that means to create a storage location, is OX09. Hit enter. Over here, give your plant. Your plant is what? RCM1. You can also search it by clicking on the search box over here. Okay, search term that we gave was what? Car manufacturing. Car manufacturing. Enter RCM1. Double click it. Enter. Click on new entries. Storage locations. Now you can create three different types of storage locations in SAP: materials management, main store, sub-store, mini store, whatever, depending on the business requirement, on the business volume of the company, or the business policies and strategies of the company. So let's say we create a storage location by, again, it should be a 4 character key, 4 character alphanumeric key. Let's say, for example, we give it uh, RCN1. This will be our, let's say, main store. Second would be RCN2. This would be, let's say, a sub store. Then RCN3, this would be, let's say, a mini store. So let's give it over here, RCN1 main store. I hit enter. As per the thumb rule, after each and every step, I'll hit enter. And the data over here in the S-lock, you can see S-lock means storage location. It will change into uppercase. See. Then RCN2 substore. Then RCN3 mini store. That's it. Enter. Save. Save. Go back to standard SAP screen. Now, maintain purchasing organization. First of all, let me show you the menu path. Now, let me just go back to standard SAP by /n in the command bar. Once again, go to SPRO, SAP Project Reference Object, SAP Reference IMG. IMG stands for Implementation Guide, Enterprise Structure, Definition, Materials Management, Maintain Purchasing Organization. Click this node that is Maintain Purchasing Organization. or you can use the T code that's OX08 to maintain. That means to create a purchasing organization. Click New Entries. Now, as per SAP, practically if they ask you in the interview that there are how many types of purchasing organization purchasing organizations into SAP. So at that time, your answer should be there are three types of purchasing organizations. First is a centralized purchasing organization. A centralized purchasing organization is not assigned to any company code. It procures for all company codes belonging to different client. Second is a company-specific purchasing organization. A company-specific purchasing organization is assigned to a company code only. The plant belonging to the company code can purchase through this purchasing organization. And the third type is plant-specific purchasing organization. A plant-specific purchasing organization is assigned to a plant. Only this specific plant can purchase through this purchasing organization. So this is as per SAP. But when it comes to practical, you can create three different types of purchasing organization. Okay. First is, let's say, a regular purchasing organization. Okay, a regular purchasing organization. A regular purchasing organization, the name itself indicates that this kind of a purchasing organization we can procure everything on a regular basis. Then you have a standard purchasing organization in SAP MM. A purchasing organization is the highest level of organizational unit in SAP Materials Management. Okay, it is responsible for procurement of materials and services from an external vendor or internal plant, you can say. Or else the best way I would suggest you to define a standard purchasing organization would be there is no difference between, you can say a much difference between a regular purchasing organization and a standard purchasing organization. Okay, standard purchasing organization, you can say that it is basically used for special stocks and special procurement, like consignment stock, pipeline stock. Okay, uh, these different kinds of stock, special stock procurements, I'll be teaching you later. But first of all, let's understand the the standard purchasing organization, the use of the standard purchasing organization. So basically, we can buy or we can procure special stocks and special procurement, like for example, the the consignment stock, or for example, consignment goods and service goods, consignment goods, or pipeline goods. Okay, or subcontracting materials from the standard purchasing organization. Now, the third type would be a reference purchasing organization. A reference purchasing organization is that purchasing organization where the procurement done for all the plans of the purchasing organizations. Reference purchasing organization is used in case of We can say global contract preparation, which can be referenced by any local purchasing organization. So that's a theory part, but let's just create, okay, the different purchasing organizations now. Again, there would be lots and lots of regular purchasing organizations, standard purchasing organizations, reference purchasing organizations. So how the system would identify the right ones? For that, again, we need to set up a 4-character alphanumeric key that would be, say, RC Q1 regular purchasing organization, and RCQ2, then that's a standard purchasing organization, then RC3, that's a reference purchasing organization. So let's map them in the system now. Okay, I've already showed you the menu path. Now, the T code that we can use to create the purchasing organization or to maintain the purchasing organization is OX08. Click New Entries, Purchasing Organization, RCQ123. Okay, RCQ1 tab, regular purchasing organization, hit enter. Then RCQ2 tab, standard purchasing organization, enter. Then RCQ3 tab, reference purchasing organization. Now save it. Now go back to the standard SAP screen by typing /n in the command bar. The last org level that we need to define, or the last organizational unit that we need to define, is the purchasing groups. So let's show the menu path first. That is the SPRO path. Let me just go back to the standard SAP screen by /n in the command bar. Let's go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG. This time click on materials management. Over here, purchasing. Then create purchasing groups. That's the node. Create purchasing groups. Now click. Now the T code that we can use to define the purchasing group is OME4. Enter. New entries. This is a column for your purchasing group. Now there would be a lot of purchasing groups, that means purchasing teams in SAP. How the system would identify the right one? So for that we need to set up an ID. In simple words, a key is nothing but an ID, or a 3-character alphanumeric key. That would be RC, let's say RC6. Description would be purchasing group for purchasing group RC6, for example. Give your telephone number, fax number of your purchasing team, again telephone number, extension, email address of your team leader or your line manager. Enter. Save. Now we have created, that means we have defined all the different org levels into SAP. all the different org levels. That means all these different org units or org levels into SAP. Now we have to link them together. Why? Because if we do not link them together, they will not work together hand in hand. So for that, we will do the assignment part now. Now, first we need to assign the company code that we have created to the company. So for that, first of all, let me show you the SPRO path. Go to /n. Once again, go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, assignment, then financial accounting. Click this node that is known as assign company code to company, or else you can use the T code that is OX16. Now click position, click search a company code that you have created. Click the binocular over here. I suggest that always take a backup of the data on an Excel sheet, just to ease your job and just to make your life easy in SAP. So give your company code over here, RYC1, Roy Group of Industries. Enter. Now give your company that you have created, which is this. Or else you can search it from here. Click on the search box, Vancouver, C. This is the company that you have created. Now save it. That's it. And the next step would be assigning plan to the company code. Now, /n. First of all, let me show you the SPRO path. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, assignment, logistics general. Click this node that says assign plan to company code, or else you can use the T code that is OX18. New entries, give your company code RYC1 and give the plant RCM1 that you have created, that you have defined. Now once I hit enter, see the change over here. In the name, in the field name of the plant, company code, status, the data will populate automatically. See this. Why? Because we have already maintained or already created the plant. That's why the name of the plant is appearing over here. We have already created the company in the SAP enterprise structure by defining it. That's why the name of the company is appearing over here. Save it. Now go back to standard SAP screen. Next step is assign purchasing organization to company code. Let me show you the menu path for it. Let me go back to /n to the standard SAP screen, then again SPRO, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, assignment, materials management, assign purchasing organization to company code. That's the node. Click on it. Or else you can use the T code, which is assign, which is OX01. Enter. Click position. You can search any one of your purchasing organization that you have created. Let's say RCQ1. RCQ1. Search this RCQ1. RCQ1, RCQ2, RCQ3, RCQ1, RCQ2, RCQ3. These are the ones that you have defined or created. Now you have to assign the company code to it that you have created. Simple. Just copy the company code from your Excel sheet, paste it, paste it, paste it, enter, save. Now go back. Next step, assign purchasing organization to the plant. Let me just show the menu path for it. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, assignment, materials management, assign purchasing organization to the plant. That's the node. Click it. Or else you can use the T code OX17. Enter. Click new entries. Okay. Assign purchasing organization to the plant. Purchasing organization is RCQ1, 2, 3. Plant is this. I'll just copy and paste it. I'll just keep it copied over here. Control C. Purchasing organization is RCQ1, 2, and 3. Okay. RCQ1, plant, enter. RCQ2, paste the plant, enter. RCQ3, paste the plant, enter. That's it. Save. Next step would be assign standard purchasing organization to the plant. Assign standard purchasing organization to the plant. Let me show you the SPRO path for it first. The reason why I'm showing the SPRO paths and the T codes is because they will ask you the SPRO path and the T codes both during the interview. So go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, assignment, materials management. Click this node that is assign standard purchasing organization to the plant, or else you can use the T code which is known as OMKI. Click position, give your plant, enter your plant over here. And assign the standard purchasing organization, which is RCQ2. RCQ2. We are assigning a standard purchasing organization to the plant RCM1. Why separately? That's because we will be practicing a topic that is known as special stocks and special procurement, in which we'll be dealing with the procurement of special stocks and special procurement like consignment, subcontracting, pipeline, and so on. So for such kind of procurement, a standard purchasing organization is required. Save. Next, assign purchasing organization to reference purchasing organization. So for that, the SPRO path is, let me just go back. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, assignment, materials management, then, oops, sorry. Assign purchasing organization to reference purchasing organization. This node, click it, or else you can use the T code that is OMKJ. Click New Entries. Over here, now see, you have to assign it in this way. Purchasing organization, regular purchasing organization to reference purchasing organization, standard purchasing organization to reference purchasing organization. So the regular is RCQ1. Reference is RCQ3. Enter. That's it. Go back. New entries. Again. Standard purchasing organization RCQ. To reference one RCQ3. Enter. Save. So now we're done with the enterprise structure. Now let's say, for example, you want to display the enterprise structure. How would you do it? Go to display enterprise structure. Use the T code EC01. Click structure. Click navigation. Once you click navigation, click the screen check mark and click the binocular over here. Copy and paste your company code RYC1. Double click it. Just click it and click on choose. See, you'll see the enterprise structure like this. But now we'll be doing some additional configuration also to save us from some kind of controlling errors. In the real time, these configurations, which we're going to do right now, are performed by the controlling consultants, not by us. But right now, to save us from any kind of controlling error, we will perform those controlling settings or controlling configurations also. So in the real time, we don't do it. In the real time, it's performed. These configurations are performed by the controlling consultants. And since in the real time, we do not perform these configurations, I'm not going to show you the SPRO path for it because in the interview, they'll not ask you anything about controlling. They'll just ask you about MM and not any other module. So go to additional. First, define controlling area. Define controlling area by the T code OX06. Now, click position. You don't have any controlling area created. So click new entries. Click this radio button that says controlling area equals company code. CO area means controlling area. C code means company code. So click this button that says controlling area equals company code. Enter your company code over here. RYC1. Hit enter. In the assignment control subscreen, make sure that you select controlling area same as company code. Save it. Now for the controlling that means what? For the controlling consultants, their controlling area is the company code. And the job, in simple words, in one sentence, I would like to describe the job of a controlling consultant is to control and capture the expenses of the company. Okay, so let's go back. Now assign the company code to the controlling area. OX19, position, give a controlling area, select the line item, assignment of company codes, new entry, RYC1, that's account, enter, save. Go back to the standard SAP screen, maintain controlling area by the T code OKKP. OKKP. Click position, controlling area, click the line item, slash control indicators, click new entries. I will be using the fiscal year as 2015. That's because since mine is a training server right now, it's not a real-time server, it's a training server. So it's updated till 2015. So I'll be using this date, that's 2015. In the subscreen, that's activate components. First component that you need to activate is the cost center. What is a cost center? This will be an interview question. A cost center means any department of a company that is involved in indirectly in generating profits for the company, but at the same time it is cost effective also. For example, the customer service department of a company, customer service reps, is like, let's say for example, to gather the views about the products of the company from the customers, so that the company comes to know how many customers like the product, how many customers dislike the product, and if they dislike the product, then why do they dislike the product, and what kind of improvements the company needs to do in that product to, so that the sales of that product will be increased. So the company is benefiting, is making profits indirectly by the customer service department, by the work of the customer service department. But then those customer service reps are on the payroll of the company. So they need to be paid a salary by the company. So that's cost effective also. So that's a cost center. Any department of a company which is indirectly involved in generating profits, but at the same time it's cost effective. It can be a plant, it can be a production department, it can be a finance department, it can be a reception, it can be a lobby, it can be even a cafe of the company. Then order management should be active so that we can process purchase orders, sales orders. Then commitment management has to be active also for contract scheduling agreements. Now hit enter. Fiscal year, the starting will be, let's say, for example, the current year. For me, the current year is 2015 because my system is updated till this date. The ending year would be till the end of the world. That's 9999. Save. Save. Okay. Go back. Go back. Go back. Select this line item. Select an assignment of company codes. Let's check everything is fine over here. RYC1. Go back. Select this line item. RYC1, that's a controlling area, means the company code. Click details. Over here, control standard hierarchy. Control standard hierarchy. Just copy and paste your plant over here. Your copy and paste your company code. Sorry. Hit enter. It will say standard hierarchy RYC1 does not exist. Should system RYC1 be created as standard hierarchy? Click yes. Save. Again, yes. Save. Go back. Go back. Now, maintain number ranges for controlling documents, because the controlling consultants, when they work on their part in the enterprise structure and SAP while project implementation, the end users of the controlling department of a company would create some documents, and for each and every document that is created in SAP, that document is assigned a number by SAP software automatically. So we need to create those number ranges for those documents by the T code KANK. Again, these all settings I would like to repeat that in the real time will be performed by the controlling consultants, not by us. The controlling area, just type your company code, go to interval over here, sorry, group, maintain, then group again, insert. Okay, so you can do one thing, you can just here you can just give it a group. Okay, that's, let's say, Roy Roy C cars. Number range. Click this search button. Double click. Never ever use the whole number range. If you use the whole number range, you'll be exhausted with all the number ranges. You'll exhaust all the number ranges in the system, and the system will not allow you to create any more number ranges. So I use still over here. Now, whenever any documents are created by the controlling department of a company, of this company, that's Roy C Cars. Okay, with this group, that's Roy C Cars, in this group, whenever any documents are created, controlling documents are created, the system would number those documents from 1 to 999. That's the objective over here. Now, under not assigned, you see that the group is created, Roy C Cars. Under not assigned, you will see something called coin. Coin stands for control indicator. Just have to double click it so that it turns blue. Checkmark Roy Cars over here. Click element/group. Control indicators for this group, Roy C Cars, has been created. Save. Save. Go back to the standard SAP screen. Maintain versions. OKEQ is the T code. Select this first line item. Then double click settings for each fiscal year. Controlling area means your company code is RYC1. Enter. Again, in the real time, we do not perform these configurations. These are performed by the controlling consultants. So we'll select this line item over here and add the current year by copy as. My current year for my system is 2015. because my system is updated till 2015 because it's a training server, it's not a real-time server. So I rename it to 2015. Enter and save. See, 2015, the current year is loaded over here. Now I go back to standard SAP screen by /n. Create a cost center by the T code, that's KS01. Now my cost center would be, let's say, mechanical department. That means my plant. Okay. And valid from this date. That is because my system is updated till this date, 06.06.2015, and valid till this date, 31st.12.9999, till the end of the world. Now I'm creating a cost center, but I'll create a cost center with the reference of the existing cost center available in the SAP software for practice purpose. Since we are practicing, I'll be taking the reference of the existing cost center and the existing controlling area, 1000. See, you can either click on master data or hit enter. Your first, delete the profit center, make sure it's blank. Give your company code over here, enter. Just a second. Okay, enter, enter, save. The cost center has been created. Now create a cost element. K is 01. This cost element has already been created. For practice purpose, we'll be using 4 lakhs. Okay, so there is no need for us to create the cost element. So that's your enterprise structure. So thank you very much.